Yeah, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's card is a fun fold and it features the Whimsy and Wonder suite from Stampin' Up along with an additional stamp set called Holly Jolly Wishes. These products are all in the Stampin' Up mini catalogue that runs through to the end of December 2021. And this is called a bay window card, and if I hold it up like that you can sort of see how it's sitting sort of like a bay window. Hope you can see that. And then it folds flat for postage, and then it has all these folds in it that just tuck in there behind that little tree to sort of keep it open, and then the sentiment is inside. It's super easy to make, and I didn't come up with this idea. Another very talented person obviously came up with this idea, and I'm just using it with my design for this particular set of products from Stampin' Up. So let me show you the products we're going to use today to make it. Now don't worry about taking down any dimensions because I have put them all into the description bar below. So we're using a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock, and it's a full sheet of A4 card. Just cut it 10.5 centimeters down that way. Another piece of Whisper White for the inside stamping, and that just measures 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Sorry, that one there is the 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Sorry, I've got a couple of extra pieces here. Is that the one? 10. That's the one. And then I've got a scrap here for die cutting the tree. And we also have, I've gone ahead and stamped and cut out a Blushing Bride and die cut it with another circle for the front. So that's the Merry Christmas to You. And that's from that stamp set right there. So we're using the tree from the Whimsical Trees stamp set and the Wonder and Whimsy suite actually, and I'm using the sentiments from the Holly Jolly Wishes because I wanted a nice big bold sentiment for the front. Now for all of these panels, for all of the designer series paper here for the panels, you just need 4 pieces of cardstock, and they all measure 10 centimeters by 3.5 centimeters. So 3 the same, and then 1 the reverse for the side here. So that's 4 pieces. And then 2 additional strips of Blushing Bride cardstock just to tie in with this designer series paper, and that measures 1 centimeter by 10 centimeters. But I have put all those in the description bar below. So I think before I show you the scoring for the card, I might just go ahead and get this stamping done. So I'm going to bring in my my trimmer to do, sorry, I'm going to do the stamping first, aren't we? I just want to make sure I have actually cut that the right one, because I had 2 pieces of, that's that one. Is that one? Sorry, I had 2 pieces of white cardstock in front of me, so I better just fix that. So this is the 10 by 10 centimeter piece for the inside stamping. Right. So pop that out of the way and get our stamping done. So I'm going to stamp the inside with the We Wish You a Merry Christmas, a nice big bold sentiment, and that is in Misty Moonlight. And stamp that one, ink that one up, just going in the middle. And I recommend for this card that you do your stamping before you adhere, just in case there are any little, you know, mishaps that can happen from time to time. And we're going to do the tree now, because this stamp for the tree is fabulous. So it's 2 steps. So we're using this one here and the little dots as well, so the baubles, if you like. So I'm going to stamp the background in Blushing Bride, so this stamp in Blushing Bride. Okay, and then I'm going to come over the top with the Christmas baubles, or the dotty stamp if you like, and I'm just going to stamp right over the top. There you go. It's very, very effective. And then I'm going to die cut that piece with one of the dies. Get these out of the way. That one right there. Now in addition, I've also got the little stars, and they are cut out with the little star die, which is not sitting next to me as it's meant to be, but that's okay, I can find it. So I'm just going to go and die cut this one using my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Alright, so that's die cut. Let's bring in our trimmer. Put the cutting blade all the way down here, and on the long side with your cardstock you're going to make a couple of score lines here. So your first score line is going to be at the 1.6 centimeter mark. So these are, I'm working in centimeters here. .6 is the first one. The next one is 5.5 centimeters. The next one is 9.4 centimeters. And the last one is 13.3. Sorry, that wasn't the last one. The last one is 14.9. So it's 1.6, 5.5, 9.4, 13.3 and 14.9. But like I said, I have got them down below the video. So all you're going to do now is fold that in half. So that is your, that one right there is your final score, that your half score mark. So that last one we did, that's the halfway mark of the card. So you've got a fold here, got another fold there, one there and one there. So all you're going to do is basically fold all of them and burnish them. Fold and burnish all of them. And as you fold and burnish, you'll sort of see the card come together. So these two middle ones sort of pop out, and this final shorter score is the one that tucks in behind to keep the card open. This other narrow score marking, so you've got two narrow score lines, that one and that one. This one here is what keeps that window bay popped out, if you like, and this one is what's going to secure the card down there. So with this narrow one, bring in your adhesive. I'm going to use tear and tape. And then just fold that one over. Okay, so that secures that down. Okay, and then the card will just pop up like that. So now you can adhere your cardstock, which I'm going to do with Tombow. So the narrow blushing bride goes on that narrow one. Whoops, don't want that to happen. And then the other narrow piece of your blushing bride cardstock goes on this one. One down the end. Just trying to make sure that they're reasonably even. Yep. And then 1, 2 and 3 for your, I'm trying not to get too much of my Tombow towards the ends, outside bits, so that I don't have any leakage of glue, of adhesive. So that one's there. You could, this designer series paper in the Whimsy and Wonder Suite is absolutely beautiful. Any one of those will work fabulously. Any one of them. I love these stripes. I haven't gone with any particular pattern, by the way. I'm not trying to line up the colours or anything. Just random, but I am trying to keep them as even as I can. Okay, and then the last piece will come in here. But before we do that, let's put our piece of Whisper White down. That goes in there like that. So let's put this one down first, the designer series paper. Yep, there. And then I might just bring it in so I've got a tiny bit of a, yeah. And then our piece of stamped cardstock just to go in there. Great, and so that Whisper White just overlaps slightly into there. There we are. Put this together. We're nearly done. It is an easy card to make. There's just a few elements to put together on the card. I might put that bit on last actually. Let's put our tree on now. Now the tree is going to go so it sits here so that this can tuck in. Okay, so to keep the fold open so that when the recipient of the card has it, they can have it sitting flat. So you only want to put your adhesive just down that side. So you don't want it leaking out the other end, because you're only adhering that front little bit. So I'm going to put it around about, oh sorry, I just misinformed you there. You actually want your tombow on the other side. This part that's going down flat has got to be left without any glue. Luckily, I just happened to have another one cut over here. Phew, that was silly. Yeah, so your tombow has to go on the right side. So as you're holding the tree, the stamped image, your adhesive goes on the right side, not the left. Ooh. Close call. Right, so I'm just sort of gauging how I want the card to look. So around about here is probably enough. I just want enough so it can pop under, but not, I've got a little bit of that tree sticking out there, you can see, but not too much. And then just comes in under there. Just let that adhere for a few moments. And let's pop our sentiment on here, the front. Just put some adhesive strips down the middle, straight in there. And let's put a couple of our little stars that we cut out. Just going to dot a couple of those around here. Just putting a little bit of tombow on. Yeah. And I cut these out using the polished pink cardstock, by the way. And that one doesn't want to come over. Here we go. Put that one on. Put in there. We do have the adhesive back stars that you can use if you wish, if you don't want to cut out these ones, but they do come with this die set does come with these little star dies, so I wanted to use them. I think I'll put one up the top as well. Why not? Why not? Oh, there's one more to go. Yeah, so it's a really neat fun fold. and it's not hard to make. You just got to have a little bit of patience with all the cutting, but I think the end result is worthwhile. And there you have it. A pretty easy fun fold using the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper and suite from Stampin' Up. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, stampingmary@gmail.com, or I have put a link to all the products I've used in the description bar below. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye!